What's going on, boys? It's your boy, the Anthony Tank Gaming here. Um, we're gonna do we're gonna look into some of Little Durk's charges. We're gonna look into Little Durk and YNW Melly's charges today. We're gonna be looking into I know Little Durk has a trial in a month, and I know Melly has his trial next year, but I kind of want to look into these charges and see, kind of what 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 we're gonna be kind of expecting and all that other stuff. So let's get straight in the video, boys. Yeah, here we go. So, Little Durk. Primary charges Los Angeles murder for hire trial. Use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire for insulting or re-shooting in death. Accused of orchestrating a plot that results in a August 2022 shooting death of Severino Pab Robinson, cousin of rapper Quando Rondo in LA, in Los Angeles, conspiracy tied to the planning and execution of and for murder, I don't know, and then firearm charges, including carrying and discharging a machine gun in further of a violent crime. Now, those are that. So those are kind of what he is. Those are his primary charges. And we're going to get down to these charges, and then we're going to move on to YNW Melly, which is kind of what I wanted to cover first, but we're going to do Dirks first. We were in Super Send. Prosecutors added additional gang-related charges alleging that Dirk led an organized crime enterprise, murder in aid of racketeering, conspiracy to commit stalking, firearm possession, and further acts of murder and aid of racketeering. Current status: Little Dirk is in custody has Little Dirk has been in custody since October 2024. He has pled not guilty to all the charges in a major league legal victory for his defense. A federal judge ruled that newly added racketeering and Chicago-related charges must be tried separately from the original Los Angeles murder for hire case. The murder for hire trial is scheduled to begin on August 20th, 2026. The racketeering charges will be addressed in a subsequent trial. So that is Little Durk's primary and his other charges. Now we're going to move on to YNW Melly's charges here. YNW Melly currently faces 2 counts of premeditated first-degree murder for October 2018 shooting deaths of childhood friends Christopher Thomas Jr. and Anthony Williams. He has pled not guilty to the charges and faces life in prison or the death penalty if convicted. Following a mistrial in July 2023, his double murder retrial is scheduled to take place in Florida. State prosecutors previously added witness tampering and gang-related charges against him, but formally dropped all of those charges. And now, with those being trialed and all of that, they were supposed to have a whole trial on this year, this January of 2026, this year. Now, this is my take on this. I think they were trying. I think they dropped those charges because they wanted to push for the two counts of premeditated first-degree murders, so then they can have those on those plates and not have a lighter charge. Because I think, well, they still would carry, witness tampering charges carry life, but I don't know about the gang-related charges. But All I do know is that they maybe drop those charges so then they can have a stronger leverage to push for those premeditated first degree murders. But that's just my take. I don't personally know like really what's really going on, but that's just my take on that. By the way, his trial is scheduled for January of 2027 next year, so in about another let's say 6 months. Yeah, 6 months. So I will be covering that after his trial, and same thing with Dirks after his trial. So, but for now, that was a quick one though. But for now, it is the Anthony Tate Gaming out. Peace.